the yesterday actually offline, and I thought that he did such a wonderful job.
Always does.
Well, no, yes, but specifically of towing the line between being a national broadcaster and doing what he needs to do to stay down the middle. But I also felt like he used, I don't want to say like code phrases is the only way I can say it, to kind of shout out Kings fans.
Sure.
Like we knew, what was first name De'Aaron, last name him, that's ours.
Yeah.
Different things. And I can't imagine that's an easy spot to be in. He did a wonderful job, and he joins us right now. Mark Jones. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Hey, guys. Doing great. It was a little bit of a tap dance yesterday, Dave. You're right. But, man, it was fun. To see the building the way it was, was phenomenal, man. I mean, my head was ringing for about an hour after I left the arena, and my wife and I came back home and walked the dog and put a little something to sip on in my cup and just walked up and down L Street and 20th Street and felt the vibes and was speaking with some of the fans out there and clapping it up and partying with them. So it was a great night for the city, and it was fun. It was like nothing that I've done in a long time.
Yeah, I want to ask that, Mark, because you have the experience of being in every arena, in playoffs, first round to finals. You've seen it all. I know Boston's got an incredible crowd. The Warriors do too. There's a lot of people when you're at this point. I mean, this is big time. But how did that compare to some of the other wild arenas you've been in?
Yeah, it was right near the top, if not at the top. I mean, and it's really started to dawn on me, right, that moment on Saturday night was really special when you start to understand, like I was explaining to Doris and to, Malika, that when you live here for 3 years and you hear the stories about the team almost being taken away from Sacramento on a couple of occasions, Seattle, Anaheim, all that kind of stuff. And when something's almost taken away from you, when you reach something, you hold on to it and sell it even tighter, and you celebrate it even more vociferously. So that's what Saturday night was all about for me, man. And I did my best to, kind of capture the moment with, my tease. I really sat down and thought about what I wanted to say. And I talked about, after 17 years of laborious and arduous labor, the Kings have arrived out of the wilderness and into the playoffs. And that's pretty much what it was. It was fun.
That's exactly what it was as Mark Jones joins us. By the way, from the text line, this is correct. We have more reports out of Golden One as of 9:33. Sources saying Draymond Green is still sitting on Domantas Sabonis, so there's that.
I didn't see that until I got home and saw the highlights. That was wild. It looked like they were sumo wrestling. What was that? It's like a suplex, a gut-wrench suplex off the top rope.
We talked going into this game one about how the Kings would handle the bright lights, how they would handle the Warriors experience, but most importantly, how they would handle the mental warfare, which kind of encompasses all of that. And Draymond Green is the master of mental warfare. How do you think they came out of that in game one?
I think they, I would give them an A- on that. I thought they handled adversity extremely well. To not shoot it well and not play to their style in the first half, only scoring 55 points. And I say only in quotations. For Sacramento, that's a subpar half. To be able to remain poised and get back to the way that they played, despite Sabonis not having a great night, despite Herter not having a great night, despite rookie Keegan Murray not having a great night offensively anyway. I thought it was awesome. And that's a real credit to Mike Brown and his coaching job, man. For them to be able to have those kind of calluses, those kind of scars that they built up during the regular season to respond to adversity under the bright lights, then, that speaks to what they've built all year. And it talks about the equity that they have in the team. And De'Aaron Fox, guys, anytime you have a guy who can go get his own, that's priceless in this league, especially in playoffs. And the playoffs is when you find out who's him, and De'Aaron is him for us. And we saw that. And, I heard somebody talking a little bit earlier saying you wonder if De'Aaron can duplicate that. I have no problem with him having another 30-piece against Golden State tonight, because that's who he's been all year. And I said during the broadcast on ABC on Saturday in the fourth quarter when he was starting to go wild again, I said, hey, folks, if you're watching the Sacramento Kings for the first time here this is who Sacramento is, and this is what De'Aaron Fox has been doing all 82 games long, So there it is.
Yeah. Mark, how do the Kings get that version, all 82 of Sabonis? Because he's was so good all year, and it wasn't like he just wasn't the efficient Sabonis. He still got his work done. Credit to the Warriors, certainly, but how do they get the best version of Sabonis for tonight?
Yeah, I think Domas will make the requisite adjustment. I think he's got to get into Looney's chest a little bit more. I think he's got to eat up that space and attack it immediately when they lay off him, or not be afraid to shoot that 16-foot elbow jump shot, because Looney is giving him all kinds of room. And, he can either do that or, it gives a little bit more space to run DHO actions with Herter or Monk or whoever else is in there on the wing. So, I think last night was a huge aberration for Domas. I'm expecting another 18-12 performance from him tonight. But I think those are the two keys, of just being able to attack whatever space they give him and just play in the flow of things and play with pace.
Mark Jones joining us. Mark, you're calling so many marquee games, and I know they give you the schedule that you get. But I know we kind of opened the interview with this. Had to be super cool of ABC to not only were the Kings and Warriors the marquee game Saturday, but to, honestly, trust you, for lack of a better term, to be on that call with your home team. That when you got that assignment, that you had to click your heels a few times, I imagine.
Man, I was thrilled. Man. For it to be the first playoff game in 17 years, and I've warned all my colleagues that it's going to be wild outside. And when they were coming to the arena, and they saw the street closures and the pep rallies and the playoff zone outside, they're like, wow, Jonesy, we didn't know it was going to be like this. I gave it the old, hey, tried to tell you. And then, on the call, I got this natural energy, of course, for Sacramento to be able to tell, the story of De'Aaron Fox and how great he's been, and the story of Domas Sabonis and him really being unlocked by Mike Brown, and the story of Kevin Herter having a new career here in Sacramento, and Malik Monk's renaissance. All that stuff without getting too one-sided. Yeah. And, I had to check myself once in a while to make sure that I'm talking about Steph Curry and his greatness, and spoke with Brandon Payne, Steph's personal trainer, yesterday about some of the stuff they've done to prepare for this series. And I made sure to, kind of document that in a timely fashion, and talk about Wiggins, and talked about how, his mom and dad, because I know his mom and his dad just went through some stuff, and, just make sure that I keep it balanced. What did you guys think? I'll ask you right now on air, did you think I was 50-50?
You and I were talking yesterday. I said, I think you were. Now look, I'm not going to be like, no, Mark, you sucked, but I think, I think you did what you had to do, or the only way you could, which was you knew the code phrases, you knew the signals that most people, let's be honest, around the NBA aren't used to hearing, because the Kings don't really get on national TV. But between you and Doris, now, trust me, over on 95.7 The Game right now, I guarantee you, like, oh, Mark Jones, such a homer. But I don't think that was the case, Jason. Not at all.
You crushed it.
Yeah.
So. You think so, Jason?
Okay. Absolutely. Right. I went back and watched the game, and that's like Dave said, it puts you in a tricky spot. But also the game, I think you guys let the crowd speak for itself. And that was a high leverage, huge shot making, big calls late. It was really anybody's game. I think you painted that picture perfectly.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It was fun. And the way it's looking, there's a good chance game 4 might be a repeat. So
let's go.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm crossing my fingers to get a chance to call game 4 on national TV in San Francisco. So, looking forward to tonight too with Katie. Back with my people.
That's right.
It's gonna be fun. I think I actually will walk up L Street tonight to the arena tonight. I think I'm gonna do that.
Well, hopefully the Warriors will be walking down L Street after tonight.
I like that. I see what you did there.
Yeah,
Dave.
see,
I see what you did there. I like that.
I'm so glad you're working with Katie. Because God, yesterday or Saturday, she would not shut up to me about it. She was so pissed she could not work the game. Like, enjoy watching the game, Katie.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to be down there with Mark. I brought him his popcorn. I wanted to be near everybody because Mark had the popcorn. And, she's going to be back tonight. So good luck to all of you, and it's going to be awesome, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff,
All
guys.
right. Hey, brother.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Mark.
you. See you guys
Hey,
tonight.
Take care. Bye. It's Mark Jones. We'll take a break. We got a lot to get to when we come back. 3 in the Key. We're going streaking. Celebrity birthdays. Crosstalk. It is a packed final segment. Don't go away. Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
There's really nothing better than hitting